Workers around the country, they're picking up extra jobs just to cover the cost of inflation. In fact, the percentage of employed people working multiple jobs has steadily increased from 4% in April of 2020 to 4.8% in June of 2022, according to data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. But looking for a second job, it can be overwhelming. From ZipRecruiter to Indeed, there are job sites for almost every kind of job. This morning, we're answering your questions. Let's bring in career advisor Darryl Stallworth. Thank you so much for being with us, Darryl. I think, some people could call it a side hustle. Other people could call it multiple streams of income, which has become much more popularized lately, especially among young people who know if you're going to get any kind of a cutting edge in terms of your investments, you have to start doing more, but maybe work smarter, not harder. We have a question from our viewer in New York. This is Melanie Flores Cretunis, and she does work in the e-commerce industry, considering adding a second job to her title. Let's listen.
What's the best way of going about looking for a second job? Because a lot of companies don't work with your work schedule, especially when you're working full time, and would be just a second job.
What's the answer?
Having a job while looking for a job is a great opportunity because you have the opportunity to take your time and be selective. There are a lot of jobs that allow you to work from home. My advice would be to treat a job or looking for a job like a second job. Set up a schedule. Make sure that after work you spend an hour looking at the jobs, looking at the companies, tidying up your resume. The key is consistency. Make sure that you're putting yourself in a position to be able to tune your resume to those jobs that are applicable to you and that give you that time to work after you finish your regular job.
And it is actually a time where so many employers are allowing for hybrid work schedules. You can work from home. You can maybe flex a little bit more. Let's listen to Melanie's next question.
When someone is looking for a second job to make ends meet, maybe even just work from home, how can you tell what links or what companies are legitimate and what is not?
Be careful about the companies that have a long URL. Those are suspicious. Those are red flags. Check the Better Business Bureau. Check Indeed, check LinkedIn, check the reviews. Do your research. Call people in the company. Contact the company. If you take the time and put the effort in up front, you'll save yourself some worry and some concern. Just be consistent, be opportunist, and be happy and have a lot of energy. You'll find that having a second job can really be beneficial to you.
We're seeing different age groups who are jumping back into the job market in a variety of ways. Do you have any advice for somebody who hasn't applied for a job in, say, 20 years?
Put your resume together. Put a bio together. Talk to people. Ask people what's going on. You can get right back in that work field, particularly because you can work from home. Tune up your skills, your social media skills, your word processing skills. This is a great opportunity to be able to dip back into the work environment and do some really great things. I'm excited for you.
All right, Darryl, thank you so much for joining us. And thank you to our viewer, Melanie, for asking those questions. You can send us your questions at newsnationnow.com/answersforamerica, and we'll get your answer live here on air ahead. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.